Hey, you. Yeah, you, random hunter main. Are you sick of the same Sitarachne Ascension build? Do you actually want to use your gun in the shooter game? Do you wish that there was a hunter build that just did everything? Well, go ahead and dismantle your exotic class item, because I've got your new favorite dodge spam build right here. Welcome to BS Builds, where I show you the dumb builds the voices in my head tell me to make. And this is my Speedloader Crack Hunter, a build that gives you auto-loading weapons, constant weaken and radiant, and near invisibility, all while you get to constantly roll around like a coked up border collie on 3 Red Bulls. The secret is in Speedloader slacks, in case the name didn't make that obvious. Some of you are raising an eyebrow right now. You're thinking I'm crazy. Speedloader slacks are just Lucky Pants' weird cousin that people only bring out for hyper-specific DPS rotations. What could be so broken about that? Well, you sit tight, because I'm about to show you how to abuse this thing to take your dinky little dodge roll into a spammable, crowd control monstrosity, which is still a dinky little dodge roll. Listen, I can't fix everything. But first, let's talk about the slacks. Speedloader slacks are exotic leg armor for hunters with the perk Tight Fit, which has 3 major parts. 1. Dodging instantly reloads all your weapons. That's right, for the low price of pressing your dodge key, ammo gets magically slurped up from your reserves into the magazines of every gun in your arsenal. Reload perks, get that garbage out of here. 1 press of your dodge, and you never have to worry about pressing reload again. 2. Dodging grants increased reload and handling to you and nearby allies. While this buff is active, additional dodges increase the buff strength and refresh the timer. You get a minimum of plus 40 to your weapon's reload and handling stat just for having Tight Fit active, and that goes up to plus 55 for having 5 stacks. Assuming Light.gg isn't lying again! With it, you'll be cycling through weapons faster, and even if you don't have your dodge up, you'll still get lightning fast reloads. And if you somehow manage to convince someone to actually play Destiny with you, just dodging near them gives your teammate the same number of stacks as you, so your teammates can take their reload buff and finally stop complaining that you're not doing anything for them. And 3. Sustained damage grants class ability energy, which in classic Bungie fashion is fucking wrong. Speedloader slacks only gives you class ability energy for sustained weapon damage. You can see here that my Silence and Squall is actively hurting a boss. I think we can all agree that this is sustained damage, but I'm not getting any extra dodge energy. But if I start shooting my SMG, I immediately start getting chunks every second or so. The goal here is to do sustained weapon damage so we can get our dodge back, reload all our weapons, and go back to bullet hosing anything in our way. But that's nerd shit. This isn't just any Speedloader slacks build. I'm telling you how to build Speedloader Crack. I'm giving you a build that prioritizes throwing caution to the wind and barrel stuffing people's faces. Your fire team should be questioning if they need to shoot you up with 20 tons of Narcan while you walk into a room and solo it like a psychopath. So we're gonna squeeze every single bit of value we can get out of this exotic perk. For your subclass, we're taking Prismatic, since all the other hunter subclasses are garbage, and that's just a universal fact, no questions, thank you. Now for the star of the show, our dodge. For this build, we're taking Gambler's Dodge. Hey, you, look at me, right here. You get your grubby mitts away from Marksman Dodge. Seriously, by just putting on Speedloader slacks, your dodge already reloads all your weapons. You are choosing between a dodge that comes back slightly faster, maybe, honestly I can't tell if it actually matters, and a free melee every 5 seconds. Trust me, you don't want the shorter cooldown, just take Gamblers and get the fuck out of my sight, acrobats! As for the other 2 abilities, we can't really rely on them to proc Speedloader slacks because, you know, it doesn't work. So instead, we're taking the abilities that let us focus on gunplay, Duskfield and Snare Bomb. Duskfield Grenade lets us put out a slowing field that can freeze enemies, giving us easy targets to blast into oblivion. And it's gonna help us get our dodge back with one of our aspects. Don't worry, I'll get to it. Snare Bomb puts out a smoke cloud that weakens enemies, letting our freshly reloaded weapons deal more damage to anyone caught in it. And as a bonus, any enemies caught in the smoke get disoriented, giving you more room to breathe while gunning them down. With this combination, we've got 2 forms of crowd control and a gun-heavy playstyle that make John Wick creep. So for aspects, we're gonna take the 2 that buff our now 5-second dodges, so while we're gremlin rolling around a room, we get even more value. First up, Threaded Spectre. With Threaded Spectre, each dodge gives you a strand decoy to distract enemies and can blow up into extra threadlings that seek out and attack nearby targets. Sure, it makes your dodge cooldown longer. Seriously, Bungie, why does it still do this in PvE? I mean, at least list it on the ability. But you get your dodge back so quickly with the slacks, you'll have a full raid team of these guys, and you can pretend people actually appreciate hunters. And to top it off, we're taking Winter's Shroud. Now when we dodge, anything that gets near us will get slowed, and if we do end up slowing anything, our dodge will will passively recharge a little faster, which includes using our Duskfield grenade. See, I told you I'd get to it. With these aspects, our dodge now gives us even more survivability, with threat inspectors taking fire and a slowing field from Winter Shroud to freeze enemies around you. Actually, wouldn't Stylish Executioner be a better aspect in this build, since pairing it with smoke bombs, you would have invisibility up at all times? Don't say another goddamn word. If you want low-risk survivability, go play Warlock. You're a hunter. The only thing we love more than smashing our heads into ceilings is gambling with our lives. Besides, with how many dodges you'll have, you're going to be constantly tossing disorienting smoke bombs, spawning an endless army of strand clowns. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to say clones, but I'm sticking with it. And freeze anything that even dares to get into your range. With all the bullshit your dodge gives you with this setup, you might as well be invisible. So there's the core of the build. We now have spammable weakening smoke bombs to pair with our SV infinite clip weapons, and 5-second dodges that can completely control entire rooms by just getting into people's faces. Now let's talk fragments. For fragments, take a combination of Dawn, Protection, and Solitude. With Dawn, your smoke bomb gives you Radiant, meaning your weapons do even more damage now. With Protection, you get an extra 15% resistance for just being near enemies. And hey, that's where you want to be. And with Solitude, you can sever enemies by hitting headshots, so even if they do shoot you, you'll be taking 40% less damage. And guess what? That's all you need. Run whatever super you want, get whatever other 2 fragments speak to your soul. It really does not matter at this point. Oh, but what about Facet of Hope? Listen, run it if you want, but you get your dodge back so fast, I don't even think it has an effect. If you want my personal suggestions, I'd take Facet of Purpose for some extra survivability every time I pick up an orb, and Facet of Courage because I think it's really funny for my purple fart cloud to do 4 extra damage. And also because I like Golden Gun. So now you've got all your aspects and fragments settled. Now let's talk about what you'll need to get this build running. For stats, you're going to need 100 class and 50 melee. 100 class lets you build up your dodge the fastest, and 50 melee makes sure you get your full melee back each time you dodge near an enemy. Once you've done that, funnel everything else straight into weapons. I don't care what it takes, you want weapons above 100. Run Quintuple Specialist. Put on 5 weapon mods.
Make a blood sacrifice to the Dark Lord.
Do whatever you can to get weapons as high as possible. With that, you're getting 15% more weapon damage, but more importantly, bigger ammo drops. With a high enough weapon stat, you can basically dump all the ammo you want because every brick you make just gives you extra ammo, and since you're constantly shooting enemies, your ammo meters fill way faster than in your average ability span builds. Also, if you have extra stat points, I just put it into super because this regen is stupid broken. Seriously, what the fuck is this? For armor mods, load up your helmet with siphon and ammo finders. We're going all in on weapon kills, and picking up orbs is the only way you're gonna regenerate health. For your legs, try to get the surges matching the element of your weapons. You could take font of weapons, but that's lame, and I want big damage numbers. For your class item mods, take a combination of Reaper and Powerful Attraction. You're going to be dodging 90% of the time anyway, might as well get an extra orb, and Powerful Attraction will help you pick up all the orbs you're making. And then for the chest and arms, I don't know, run whatever. I put on Firepower for the 1 grenade that doesn't kill. Do whatever makes you happy. As for weapons to use, well, whatever the hell you want. Got one of the new solar SMGs? Slap that bad boy on and pump your magazine into some dregs. You like Outbreak? You spread those nanites, buddy. Big Kagostov fan? Sure, who's stopping you? If you really want to push this build to its limits, put on an area denial grenade launcher and watch as your dodge goes from 0 to full in seconds with just 1 shot. Best part is, since the Speedloader Slacks dodge is technically marksman dodge, don't ask me how it works, you can use it to proc any perk that requires a reload to activate. Things like Heel Click, Volt Shot, Ambitious Assassin all still work while using your dodge instead of a traditional reload. You could even use multi-kill clip. I'm not really sure why you would, but you could do that. That is an option. Just try to pick weapons that can output damage fast. I'm not saying you couldn't use a hand cannon, but the way Tight Fit procs is based on the speed you output damage. It doesn't matter how much damage you dish out, as long as it comes out fast, you'll get your dodge back fast. So now you've put this together. You've slipped on your leather pants, you've got your weapons, and now you're thinking, how the hell do I play this build? But don't worry, I'll explain it in methodical detail. So first, when you enter an encounter, you're going to want to throw your smoke bomb. Then, you dodge to provide yourself with a decoy and refresh your smoke bomb. Then, ha! You thought? This is Speedloader crack. There is no strategy. Get your ass in the middle of a group of ads, throw some random bullshit, shoot things until they die, throw away any sense of self-preservation, and just kill shit. You don't need to worry about survivability because your survival is entirely based on how much lead you can put into people's faces. We didn't pick Hunter to play lame. We picked Hunter to do cool shit. You should be rolling around like you're in a Soulsborne, but instead of some big-ass sword, you have 3 guns. Now you're wondering, is this build even good? Where would I even want to run this? How about a solo mythic mission? I'm dancing around the boss room on minus 50 power with no one to back me up. And this was before they added multiplicity to these missions. I am gambling with gods, and does it even look like I give a shit? Not good enough for you? How about boss DPS? Yeah, the thing people actually use Speedloader slacks for. Turns out 5-second reloading dodges is really good for DPS. And with this setup, you've got a way to constantly apply weaken, and you can still do all your whack-ass rotations without having to sacrifice any neutral gameplay. Unlike most builds in this game, we don't need kills to get our benefits, we just need damage. And as long as we have a target, we're set. I mean, look at me go. I'm minus 30 power right now, absolutely surrounded, and I'm having the time of my life. I can roll around, do whatever the hell I want, and nothing can stop me.
Alright, so maybe you're not exactly immortal. Getting swarmed with too many enemies can get rid of your decoys before they can take the heat off you, and you're constantly a sniper shot away from being a fine red miss. But with all the crowd control and dodge spam you'll have, you can be as aggressive as you want, and as long as you're doing damage, you'll survive. Probably. Now listen, if you just wanted the basic build, we're done. You can click off the video right now and be set. But let's say you got some extra time on your hands, and maybe you hate yourself. Let's talk armor sets. Yeah, those little bonuses you get for equipping gear from the same set turns out pretty broken if you find the right combination. If you like solar weapons and were a masochist during the Solstice event, the Illustrious 4-piece set can give you some extra healing on solar kills. Smoke Jumper's 2-piece set to give you some extra damage resist for just picking up an orb is pretty good for keeping you in the fight a little longer. And Twofold Crown might be good. Listen, I don't play Trials, but healing ammo bricks on a weapon build sounds pretty good. But if we want to talk great armor sets, go into some Pinnacle Ops and get yourself some Bushido armor. Bushido's 2-piece set bonus is that kills with freshly drawn or reloaded weapons heal you, which I mean isn't really anything crazy. The only thing you could really abuse that is if you had a build where you were constantly switching between weapons and reload. Oh wait. My current setup is Bushido and Iron Panoply, both giving healing on kills with some extra healing if I happen to be at low health. But feel free to make combos with any armor. And there you have it, Speedloader crack. An all-purpose, hyper-aggressive, batshit insane hunter build that turns you into a mobile ball of death. You've got crowd control, you've got DPS rotations, you've got super buffed weapons, you've got it all. Combat is your sustenance, and with these pants, you're a cracked-up gremlin of mass destruction capable of solo-clearing entire rooms while balls deep in the enemy lines. So what the hell are you waiting for? Get out there, get your slacks on, and cause some mayhem. Because we're not just defying the odds, we're telling the odds to go fuck themselves. Woo!